Strategic Organizational Development Plan. Change and organizational development should be part of normal operating routines. This presentation on organizational development will talk about the benefits of organizational development, the goals of the organization, how we are going to achieve them, what tasks need to be done, who is going to do them, and how we're going to implement that change. The benefits of organizational development are multi-layered. Cummings and Worley cite three major trends for changing organizations: globalization, information technology, and managerial innovation all play a role in change in organizations today. An organization that engages in planned change has an increased capacity for knowing how to diagnose and manage change and developing the competencies to build flexible organizational arrangements, according to Pandy. Planned change helps us to proactively direct the organization, will help us to diagnose employee dissatisfaction, ward off dysfunction, and can increase performance, satisfaction, productivity, and retention rates. Our organization decentralizing decision-making moves the decision-making more towards where the action is. So people who are working on a particular project or directly with the client can better meet the needs of the client and better see the challenges and complications with the particular project and make decisions accordingly. Increasing diversity will increase retention rates, will increase employee performance, and will also increase the number of qualified applicants to the organization. Diversity can even allow the organization to break through into new markets and products. Becoming a learning organization means that as an organization, we will continually focus on collecting knowledge and organizing and using that knowledge to improve organizational performance. This goes beyond solving existing problems and becomes part of a continuous learning environment. Organizational strategy has four major goals. We wish to move to a more matrix structure. How are we going to get there? There are a variety. We talked previously about matrix structures. In a matrix structure, the employee is going to have more freedom to work directly with the person on their team who understands the project that they're working on. But they'll also be reporting to functional department managers that will then become liaisons to administration. This kind of structure helps facilitate coordination and communication within complex industries and organizations like ours. Job enrichment is another tool that we will employ as part of our strategic plan. Enriching jobs ensures that employees feel a sense of autonomy gives them frequent and consistent feedback, and provides a level of variety that not only serves employee satisfaction, but the economies of the organization as well. McClellan's theory posits that people are driven by a need for autonomy, and that they seek ways to achieve competence and positive connections to others. Using job enrichment will then assure that this is better met. Job enrichment will involve combining tasks, forming natural work units, establishing close relationships with the client, expanding employee jobs vertically, and opening feedback channels. As previously stated, a learning organization, according to the definition given by Robbs and Judge, has developed the continuous capacity to adapt and change. They say that all organizations learn whether they consciously choose to or not. It is a fundamental requirement for their sustained existence. Some organizations just do it better than others. We're going to ensure that our learning organization does it better. First, we're doing this by developing a strategy, and we are organizing our structure according to research-proven theories that will better help us to meet the needs of our clients and be competitive in this environment. We will, in addition, as a byproduct, be reshaping the organization's culture, and this is where we might anticipate to meet the most resistance of implementations that we will use to reach our goals. We will, in fact, be addressing business strategies as well as organizational systems in order to better what tasks need to be done. We'll be changing the structure of the organization, and to begin this, we're going to form a temporary task group. This group should be comprised of a diverse range of employees, both administrative, managerial, and lower-level employees. We want to ensure that everyone feels that they have a say in how the organization is headed, and in this way, they'll be more likely to be invested in any changes that are made. The temporary task group is just what it sounds like. It's a temporary group. Its primary function will be setting up work councils, ENGs, and other structural changes that will ensure communication, and that we will reassess and adjust as time goes by. We'll be moving to self-managed work teams, or groups of employees, typically 10 to 15, who will perform together interdependently on projects or with clients to better meet the needs of the client. The advantages of these groups is that because of their size, they can better meet the needs of that particular project. They can better work out any conflict that arises. And there tends to be a higher level of job satisfaction among self-managed work teams. Now, this doesn't mean that these teams won't be reporting to someone, but not in the sense that we're used to. We'll also be developing work councils. Work councils will be comprised of a member from each work team, who then report to administration on the work being done by each self-managed team. Although the organization is moving to a less hierarchical structure, we can still be counted on to have delineations of responsibilities between employees. Managers will still be primarily responsible for assigning employees to particular work groups and hiring employees that will fit those work groups. The work council will be primarily a liaison group. They'll liaison between managers and administrative staff and work teams. Work teams will be permanent in nature and specific to the product or the client. These kinds of arrangements should better suit our current need within this market and help us to be more productive and keep employees better involved, which will increase employee satisfaction and retention, which of course leads to happy customers. Implementing changes is not going to be a quick, fast, and easy process. We anticipate that this is ongoing, and long-term. As we become a learning organization, it will naturally become part of what we do. We want to ensure that during this process we have complete communication of all the data that we're bringing in. And that's not just employee satisfaction, but also customer satisfaction as well. Any miscommunications that occur need to be duly noted and is part of this process. To that end, upper management and administration, those that are implementing changes, need to keep attitudes towards change positive. It is our job to set a direction for the company and lead that with a positive attitude. Communication levels will now be both upward, downward, and lateral, which should help to eliminate a lot of the distractions and deviances that happen when communication is only upward or downward. Edwin Locke proposes that setting goals that are specific increases performance. Difficult goals increase performance, and that feedback increased performance. With this in mind, we should remember that change itself can increase performance. We also, in addition, hope to increase productivity. Empowering employees and giving them the tools that they need to do their job will help to increase performance. With the structures that we're putting in place, it's important that we remember mistakes will happen. We need to accept and encourage input and accept mistakes. And our employees need to know that mistakes are allowed. By empowering our work teams, creating less hierarchical structures, job enrichment, and a variety of other tools, we hope to neutralize politics and reduce job stressors that are related to power that is overused or misused for that effect. We also need to remember that conflict will occur. And conflict isn't necessarily a bad thing. Conflict can increase creativity and innovation and help us to redefine the roles that will change over the course of this strategic plan. As long as we focus